checked in our hotel in Makkah, Elaf Kinwan Hotel. It cost 1,000 Saudi, whatever it's called, the valuta, and it is about Danish crowns. But we will get 700 crowns back because booking made a mistake, and we need to have it cheaper. And this is our view. The clock tower just over here. 130 euros for 5 days. We are approaching the Haram mosque right now for Maghrib prayer. We were here yesterday and performed our Umrah, and it was pretty tough because we haven't slept for like 24 hours. Came from Milano directly to Jeddah, and from Jeddah to Mecca, and immediately started to perform our Umrah. And there was a lot of people, but we made it, and I hope we will get rewarded for our efforts. We finished our Umrah at about 6 or 7 a.m. So from like midnight to early morning. Yeah, didn't show it because didn't want to use a lot of time on the phone or camera. So I'm showing this right now. This is going to be a lot more relaxed. I'm going to attach the camera on my chest and just show around what we see at my point of view. It is Friday today, so I expect a lot more people. And there is the clock tower. It's the tallest clock tower in the world. It's much bigger than Big Ben. Like, I think it's like 3 or 4 times that, or even more. It's like gigantic. Very beautiful. There's a lot of constructions going on here in Mecca. They're really building a lot. Anyways, I'm just gonna attach it to my chest now, and it will be like a walking tour. Except when I eat some food. Just finished our Maghrib prayer here, and now we are going towards the clock tower shopping mall so we can have something to eat because we're really hungry. And we have only eaten breakfast, which was some rice and chicken, which I didn't show because I look like something not so nice. So the thing is that I can't go inside there with my wife. The men and women are separated, so I have to go in by myself to order. It's not something I would normally take, but I have to try it to compare it with KFC. The advantage of being separate men and women is that the women's line is much shorter than the men's. So guess what I did? I sent my wife to the women's line to get our order. You need to take the advantage of the situation as you can. We will come here often here at the Clock Tower Center, I think it's called. There's a lot of food places here we can taste over the days we are here. We're like here 5 days in Mecca and 3 days in Medina. So we're looking forward to try all the different things here. So sadly they didn't have any more bread for some reason, which I don't understand because they gave us bread. Anyways, so we got chicken nuggets, like I mean their type of chicken nuggets, and fish nuggets. Looks like this from the inside. This is chicken nuggets. Interesting. This isn't like all kinds of chicken parts blended. This looks like this is chicken breast. That's actually quite positively surprising. Yeah, I'll give this like a 8 out of 10. The fish nuggets here. Yeah, this is the fish nuggets. It is a spicy fish nuggets, as you can see. There's some orange inside. Okay, I actually really like this. The fish is creamy. I don't know which fish it is, but I think it's pollock. I am really surprised. This is much better than it looks and tastes. And the expectation wasn't really that high, but I'm going to be totally subjective here. I'm going to give this 9 out of 10 because I really like fish. A small thing more, or I thought a small thing. This one was very big. But this one was small. It's a little shawarma with meat, but also only cost 6 riyal. I don't actually know what's inside it, but we will find out. The one thing I know is it is fried because the dough outside here is very crispy. Oh, it's very different. I don't think it's meat, it's chicken, this one. Maybe they got it mixed up. It's very, very oily. I think it's eggplants and hummus inside. No, I'm not gonna finish this. It has a lot of sauce and meat with some mayonnaise, oil. It kind of makes me sick. I don't like it. I will give it like a 4 out of 10, or maybe 3 out of 10 actually. This is called mix. Mixed with nuts. It's an Arabic dessert. But this is kind of nice actually. It is pure banana and there's some peanut butter inside as well. I think a little bit. It's crispy from the nuts and the cornflakes. It's quite heavy, as I said, and a little bit sweet of the honey. But how much would I give it? I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. That's pretty fair. How do you enter?
محرمين بس حرام قول لي حرام.
Okay. No, just take a picture. There's the Kaaba here from a little large distance here because we don't have our Ihram on today. The sad thing is we can't get a little bit closer. The first row is reserved for handicapped people or old people. So over here we can get some Zamzam water. It's holy water, only found here in the mosque. It's just like this. Take a little cup here, pour some up, and make it like this. Supposed to do 7 rounds of Tawaf around the Kaaba while doing prayer. And after that, 2 sets of namaz or prayer, and then 7 rounds back and forth between the Safa and the Marwa mountain, and that's it. Sounds pretty simple, but the challenge lays in the hard flooring here, which tests your endurance and your mental strength as well, because there are really a lot of people, maybe not right here, which is pretty manageable, but down there it's really packed, and between the mountains it's very packed as well. So that's a mental challenge you have to overcome as well as the physical one. So physical, if you are in your younger years, it's not that difficult, even though like I didn't have any slippers or shoes or socks on. You can't have socks on. You get used to the hard flooring after a while. Personally, the most difficult part was the very large amount of people. And a quick little disclaimer, I'm not doing Tawaf right now. I'm just doing a round just to show how it's like to walk around the Kaaba. Later on we'll do a real Tawaf without the camera, of course, to not disturb our rounds. But right now I'm just showing how it is to walk around the Kaaba here. Also, if you like my thobe here, Moroccan style, it's from Temu. It's 20 euros. Highly recommended. Yeah. So that was one round of what it's like to do a Tawaf here on the first floor. Of course, not a real one. And we're gonna make our real 7 ones now. Really beautiful in the night here. Really lights up the sky, the mosque light and the clock tower's light. Did our Tawaf here again. It's a little difficult to record, of course, because there's a lot of people, and I actually dropped my camera at one point when trying to reach the Yemeni corner, but I managed to receive it back, so I was very fortunate. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to document how it is because of all the people. I think I did a serviceable job, at least. We'll see later on how the recordings turned out. Against my better judgment, we ordered some Turkish lahmacun and some sarma, and then chicken shawarma, which is Arabic. It looks really dry. It's surprisingly good, actually. But the meat is actually quite good. Tomato, meat, and the crispy dough. That's pretty good. 8 out of 10, I would say. They are Pakistani. There's not really any Turkish guys in the Turkish restaurant we bought it from, but this is sarma here. So sarma is a grape leaf dish with some rice inside, and usually with meat or a meat substitute. This one, I don't think it has any meat in it. It's very soft, very sour, very, actually quite creamy. Much better than I thought. I'm gonna give them that 7.5 out of 10. Or maybe 8. 8 out of 10. Very thin. It is with chicken. It's actually pretty good. Much better than the one we had yesterday. It's much more creamy and the bread is soft. And there's some hummus and some vegetables inside. I don't know exactly which vegetables. I think it's cucumber. There's some tomato, onions, and some garlic inside as well. Actually pretty creamy and tasty, this one. I would actually have to give it 8 out of 10 as well. It only costs 13. What do they have? This costs 30. Yeah. So yeah, pretty good. Also pretty good coffee as well. This place is pretty surprising. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw all the food stalls, I thought, man, there's only fast food here, and fast food is usually not the best. I mean, I don't usually like fast food as much, but yeah, it's pretty good. Better than I expected. We are probably gonna order some more, but because this is actually our breakfast for today, and it is about 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. and our first meal. So this is just outside of the mosque area here. Just wanted to explore this for a little bit before going back to the mosque. Just was a little curious to what it looks like here, just in front of it. Still a lot of people around here, but no more marble flooring. Ja, för där kommer polisen. Al-Nur heißen. Den her så sjov kokos og ananas. Okay, thank you. Are you Arab? Yeah, okay. Most here are all Pakistan, so. No? No, Turkish. Bye bye. So we got this different drink here, pineapple and coconut. It is Saudi made. Whoa, aggressive. Wow, it's actually quite tasty. It is a real mix between coconut and pineapple. It's quite sweet and sour as well. Ooh, 27 grams of sugar. That's a lot, but it's very tasty. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe a little too sweet. Right now I am at the Thawr mountain. There are a lot of pigeons here. It's one of the most significant part of Islamic history. It is here in a cave at the top of the mountain right here that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Abu Bakr hid during the migration to Medina. They were being pursued by the Quraysh who want to capture them. We're not going to climb all the way to the top. It is extremely hot right now, about 40 degrees. But there's a very famous story about this place that they hid here for 3 days, and a spider cut a web in the entrance of the cave, which made the Quraysh think that no one could be hiding here. But it's a reminder of the sacrifice made during the Hijra. It's not a part of the Hajj or Umrah rituals, but visiting here is a chance to connect with Islamic history. It's a place that reminds us about the patient trust in Allah and how even the smallest signs like a spider's web can carry the greatest lessons. So women, don't be afraid of spiders. Spiders are our friends. A lot more people are starting to gather around the Thawr mountain. We hired a private taxi chauffeur here to get us all 3 mountains. Next we are going to the Arafat and then to the Jabal al-Nur and then back to Al-Haram mosque. Something I notice is how brown the surrounding areas are. Very sandy. They do a lot of construction on the hills here. You can maybe make out some machinery at the top of the mountains. I don't know if they're digging for something or they're making roads. I think they're making roads. They try to improve the infrastructure as much as they can. So the yellow sign we passed just there says Arafat starts here. Normally in the time of Hajj, the whole road here is filled with people walking towards Arafat. But just imagine like 100,000 of people walking the roads here. Must be quite a sight. The people are here relaxing when they do Hajj. The tents, which are not up right now, of course, because we're not at Hajj season. So right now we're staying at the base of Rahman Mountain, or Mount Arafat is also called. There's actually some people, are not that many compared to when we are at the mosque, because of course it's not the Hajj season. And it is also called the Mount of Mercy. It's not so big of a mountain. It's pretty small, actually, it's like about 70 meters. And this place is one of the most sacred sites of Islam. So this smaller hill here, Jabal Arafat, and tradition tells us that Adam and Hawa, or Adam and Eve, were reunited here after being sent down from paradise. And for many Muslims, this spot is a symbol of forgiveness and new beginnings. Yeah, so we were supposed to climb it, but it's extremely hot right now, and my wife doesn't feel like that. I mean, she has already been there a couple years ago, so I won't put that struggle on her. But yeah, anyways, this hill was also where the Prophet gave his last commandment of Allah. It is a core part of the pilgrimage in the Hajj to visit the Arafat mountain. The Prophet directly said, Hajj is Arafat. So millions of pilgrims gather here every single year. It's one of the most important dates of Hajj. You can see it's not Hajj now, and there's still a lot of people coming to visit the Arafat. You can see there's a tower-like structure right there in the middle, and it was where the Prophet stood when he gave his last of the khutbah. I'm sorry. I swear I don't have. Wallah, I don't have.
Real dollar, euro, something.
I swear I don't have. I don't have, sorry. Going back towards the taxi again. People selling stuff in ice cream, something to drink. Everyone is taking advantage of a lot of migration on tourism here. There's a lot of people from Pakistan around here, and apparently I was just called stupid for not having any money change left for him. He was a worker here, cleans the street. He called me stupid in I think Urdu or Punjabi or whatever. My wife understands it, so. And I generally don't have any change left. I just gave it when we were at the Jabal al-Nur or the Thawr cave, so I don't have any more change left. So I believe in when people are hardworking, which a lot of people here are, they deserve a bit of extra change. But I don't believe people who like demand money from you are entitled to any money. Like some people come like, Sadaka, and then look away, like they're already thinking of the next person to ask for money. That's very unfortunate. So So this place behind the buildings right here is where you start your journey to Arafat. It's a very long journey actually in the scorching heat, and there's no taxis or anything. You have to walk all the way. So it really puts in perspective how hard it is to do Hajj, including the things you have to do in Umrah. So very difficult. Also a lot of old people do Hajj, so it is even harder for them compared to when young folks do it. Respect for all the old people, like my grandma and granddad, they did it in their 60s. Can't imagine how hard it was. People are here 3 days. It is the Mina, it's called the pointy tents here. Tents, not telts. Tents.
Profeten Ibrahim al-Islam hentede sin søn Ismail, og du ved, gjorde det der sabbat.
Yes. Okay.
Og det var her, hvor han sacrificed ham. Ej, det vidste jeg ikke.
Yeah, just the point right there. It is where Ibrahim alayhi salam sacrificed his son Ismail. Here you can see all the pointy tents. For 1 millisecond we could see it. Parts here looks a little newer than the parts we're staying at in Mecca. So right in front of me here is Jabal al-Nur, which means the mountain of light. We're not able to get closer right now because of being closed until 4 p.m. and our taxi driver here is in a hurry to have some more customers. So anyways, here we are. From where I'm standing, it looks pretty close. This is the mountain where the Prophet used to come for solitude, reflection and worship long before receiving the revelation. At the very top is the famous cave of Hira, or Gar Hira, where the first verses of the Quran were revealed by the angel Jibreel. So there's a very small cave at the top, but it only fits about 1 to 2, so it's not really something where I could fit. But just standing here is just a random little part of Mecca here, outskirts. It is at Asr time and has a very big significance as well, this mountain. I thought we could be able to climb this, but apparently it's closed. There's also a little building at the top of the mountain here, if you can see it. I hope you can see it. Crazy amount of people again, just after a day prayer. Watermelon, mint, iced tea. A fun little fact about Saudi Arabia is that they are in the top 10 most obese and diabetic countries in the world, and they are top 3 in the Middle East. So 3 of the top 10 are in the Middle East. It's Kuwait, it's Qatar, and it's Saudi Arabia. And it's very apparent because there's like only sugary stuff here. They put sugar in everything. They have large candy stores, and you can see there's a lot of overweight myself, so I'm not the one to talk, but still, you really have to consciously avoid sugars here to get a little bit less of the sugar. Like they give you like 4 sugars with your tea by standard. That's pretty crazy. And they only offer cakes and high carbohydrate sandwiches. They have a little bit of fruit, but there's also a sugary thing. And they have almost no greens. Like it's very little amount of greens. Like there may be a little bit of lettuce in the shawarma and stuff like that. But you could only find like fried things, fried chicken, fried fish if you're lucky, bread, pizza, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really difficult to avoid eating very unhealthy when you are here. But you can if you want to eat a very boring looking salad with some lettuce and a bit of tomato. But that's it. This is a pretty good ice latte, nice and strong, and no sugar except the one in the milk. I give it like an 8 out of 10. So under the clock tower there is a souk where you can buy clothing, mostly clothing and some cheap toys and some perfumes and tasbih and stuff like that. They mostly sell the same around here. Something of my interest, but maybe something for you. But I heard it is cheaper in Medina, so keep that in mind.